morning, good afternoon, or good evening, my beautiful hot messes. My hair look a mess. Oh well. My name is Mistress Lavender, and today I'm reading The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. I'm on page 41. My phone cut off at the third, whatever paragraph later, starting out later. So we're going to start there. Before we begin, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn your post notifications on. Let's begin. Later, however, envious fellow courtiers spreading word that M was actually devious and arrogant, succeeded in damaging his reputation. The ruler came to see his actions in the new light. This fellow once rode in my coach under pretense of my order, he told the courtiers angrily, and another time he gave me a half-eaten peach for the same actions that he had charmed the ruler when he was his favorite. M now had to suffer the penalties. The fate of his feet depended solely on the strength of his reputation. In the beginning, you must work to establish a reputation for one outstanding quality, whether generosity or honesty or cunning. This quality sets you apart and gets other people to talk about you. You then make your reputation known to as many people as possible. Subtly, though, take care to build slowly and with a firm foundation, and watch as it spreads like wildfire. A solid reputation increases your presence and exaggerates your strengths without you having to spend much energy. It also creates an aura around you that will instill respect, even fear. In the fighting in the North African desert during World War II, the German general Erwin Rommel had a reputation for cunning and for deceptive maneuvering that struck terror into everyone who faced him. Even when his forces were depleted and when British tanks outnumbered his by 5 to 1, entire cities would be evacuated at the news of his approach. As they say, your reputation inevitably precedes you, and if it inspires respect, a lot of your work is done for you before you even arrive on the scene or utter a single word. Your success seems destined by your multiple triumphs. Much of the success of Henry Kisner's shuttle diplomacy rested on his reputation for ironing out differences. No one wanted to be seen as so unreasonable that Kisner could not sway him. A peace treaty seemed a fiat accomplished as soon as Kisner's name became involved in the negotiations. Make your reputation simple and base it on sterling quality. This single quality, efficiency, or seductiveness, becomes a kind of calling card that announces your presence and places others under a spell. A reputation for honesty will allow you to practice all manner of deception. Casanova used his reputation as a great seducer to pave the way for his future conquest. Women who had heard of his powers became immensely curious and wanted to discover for themselves what had made him so romantically successful. Perhaps you have already stained your reputation so that you are prevented from establishing a new one. In such cases, it is wise to associate with someone whose image counteracts your own, using their good name to whitewash and elevate yours. It is hard, for example, to erase a reputation for dishonesty by yourself, but a paragon of honesty can help. When P.T. Barnum wanted to clean up a reputation for promoting vulgar entertainment, he brought the singer Jenny Lind over from Europe. She had a stellar high-class reputation, and the American tour Barnum sponsored for 19th century America was long unable to rid themselves of the reputation for cruelty and mean-spiritedness. Only when they began collecting art so that the names of Morgan and Frick became permanently associated with those of Da Vinci and Rembrandt were they able to soften their unpleasant image. Reputation is a treasure to be carefully collected and hoarded, especially when you are first establishing it. You must protect it strictly, anticipating all attacks on it. Once it is solid, do not let yourself get angry or defensive at a slanderous comment of your enemies. That reveals insecurity, not confidence in your reputation. Take the high road instead and never appear desperate in your self-defense. On the other hand, an attack on another man's reputation is a potent weapon, particularly when you have less power than he does. He has much more to lose in such a battle, and your own thus small in your own, thus small far reputation gives him a small target when he tries to return your fire. Barnum used such campaigns to great effect in his early career. But this tactic must be practiced with skill. You must not seem to what? You must not seem to engage in petty vengeance. If you do not break your enemy's reputation cleverly, you will inadvertently ruin your own. Thomas Edison, considered the inventor of who harnessed electricity, believed that a workable system would have to be based on direct current DC. When the Siberian scientist Nikola Tesla appeared to have succeeded in creating a system based on alternating current AC, Edison was furious. He determined to ruin Tesla's reputation by making the public believe that the AC system was inherently unsafe and Tesla irresponsible in promoting it. To this end, he captured all kinds of household pets and electrocuted them to death with an AC current. When that wasn't enough, in 1890, he got New York State prison authorities to organize the world's first execution by electrician using an AC current. But Edison's electrocurrent experiments had all been with small creatures. The charge was too weak, and the man was only half killed. In perhaps the country's cruelest state-authorized execution, the procedure had to be repeated. Oh my gosh, getting electrocuted twice is crazy. It was an awful spectacle. Although in the long run, it is Edison's name that had survived, at the time his campaign damaged his own reputation more than Tesla's. He backed off. The lesson is simple. Never go too far in attacks like this, for that will draw more attention to your own vengefulness than to the person you are slandering. When your own reputation is solid, use subtler tactics, such as satire and ridicule, to weaken your opponent while making you out as a charming rogue. The mighty lion toys with the mouse that crosses the path. Any other reaction would mar his fearsome reputation. Image. A mine full of rainbows. What? A mine full of diamonds and rubies. You dug for it, you found it, and your wealth is now assured. Guard it with your life. Robbers and thieves will appear from all sides. Never take your wealth for granted, and constantly renew it. Time will diminish the jeweler's luster and bury them for sight. Authority. Therefore I should wish our quarter to bolster up his inherent worth with skill and cunning, and ensure that whenever he has to go where he is a stranger, he is preceded by a good reputation. For the fame which appears to the rest of the opinions of many fosters a certain unshakable belief is a man's worth, which is then easily strengthened in minds already thus disposed and prepared. Baldaster Casanova, 1478 through 1529. Reversal. There is no possible reversal. Reputation is critical. There is no exception to this law. Perhaps not caring what others think about you, you gain a reputation of insolence and arrogance, but that can be a valuable image in itself. Oscar Wilde used it to a great advantage. Since we must live in a society and must depend on the opinions of others, there is nothing to be gained by neglecting your reputation. By not caring how you are perceived, you let others decide this for you. Be the master of your fate and also of your reputation. Period. Okay, so that's the end of Law 5. The next episode will be Law 6, court attention at all costs. So I'm happy I finished that chapter. I'm on page 44, so that's the next episode. But again, my name is Mistress Lavender. I'm reading the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. I hope you're learning something today. I hope you're enjoying this book with me. And if not, oh well. Find a new episode. But have a great day, stay safe, and remember, eat some food, drink some water, and know that I always know what's best for you. Bye. See you next episode.